stay engaged at this time of the year?
Honestly, Kevin, it can be hard. The schedule is so daunting, and there's really no time to reset. So spending your off days recharge.
They've got Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Cason Wallace. And it's Wiggins in at the small forward position. Now, here's Garland. After the miss from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Doris, when the Cavaliers made the trade for Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland then began to do a lot of his work off the ball.
He had to, Kevin, and he made no secret of the fact that this was an adjustment. When you are accustomed to it, he's adapted beautifully.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. G.A., you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
So deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that three. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his looks.
Both free throws good from Garland. And Doris, this summer, the Cavaliers opting to make changes.
And Kevin, a little bit of a surprise in this particular way. They fired their coaching staff, bring in a new regime. And think about it, you fire that group after you've made the playoffs 2 seasons in a row, and yet you still opt to go in a different direction. So a lot of pressure on the staff coming in.
Now, here's Garland. After the miss from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 on the clock. Strus passes to Garland. Traps in the tray. Garland's got 5 points so far.
Shot ready, we call it, folks. Darius Garland takes the pass, immediately gets into his jump shot.
Wiggins kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams sets a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Misses the three.
Boy, that's 0 for 3 in the early going. Just a little out of sync.
Here's Mitchell. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland.
This is what makes him so dangerous. He's not just a shooter donoring in the paint.
Wiggins passes to Gilgeous-Alexander, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Wiggins.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Garland. Mitchell passes to Mobley. Back to Mitchell. Allen, a screen on Wallace. For 3, Mitchell. Thunder with the rebound. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
And that was a tough one. They expected to play well and did, just not well enough.
You know what? In the end of the day, it wasn't as close as it should have been. There were lapses all night that led to the deficit they couldn't overcome.
Here's Mitchell. The Thunder making the shot, and he comes up with the deuce. Mitchell's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, nothing you can do about that. Mitchell is just simply that good, converting over aggressive defense.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust.
checking out some stats for Gilgeous-Alexander. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. He's putting up about 28 points a game, 3 assists and 4 rebounds. And you talk about defensive presence, he's the real difference maker on that end.
Yeah, he's always somewhere around the ball, finding ways to help his team by shutting down the opponents.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Pass to Mitchell. Lets it go with the 3. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Mitchell's got 7.
From three-point range, Donovan Mitchell attacks with reckless abandon. He'll just keep firing, folks.
Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Hartenstein with the screen on Garland. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. The Thunder making the shot. Garland, no good. Wiggins surveying the floor. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Well, the ascension of Jalen Williams, Doris, has been swift and very fun to watch.
Oh, absolutely, Kevin. He became very quickly in his second season a number 2 option and, frankly, borderline 1A option. And it's not just his offensive game, Kevin. This guy has become a stout defender. He's got the perfect NBA frame, and he fits in personality-wise.
First free throw is good. And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
And he makes both free throws. And Greg, despite not winning Rookie of the Year, Holmgren had a historic start to his career.
And he would have won the award most seasons, but he obviously had some stiff competition. Regardless, he proved to be a versatile big man with star potential.
Still in his early 20s, Doris, Evan Mobley is such a great player. So long, athletic. I know you love his play.
I certainly do, Kevin, and there's a lot of reasons why. You begin on the defensive end of the floor. Great shot blocker, can guard on the perimeter, and he continues to work and expand his offensive game. This guy's future is so bright.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Well, last season, the Cavaliers won their first playoff series since 2018. That's when LeBron was with them, Greg.
And it was their first series win without LeBron James since 1993. So it was a huge deal for the organization as they continue to take steps in the right direction.
He doesn't get the second one. Last season, the Thunder finished as the 1 seed for the first time since 2013.
Yeah, and that was when they were led by the young duo of Durant and Westbrook. But they've got a new group of young stars now who are looking to bring that first championship to OKC.
Thunder trailing by 3. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson did give me a few minutes to catch up with him. He said SGA has this special ability to lull a defender into a slower pace and then suddenly make a quick move that leaves everybody just standing there. Coach feels the attention has to be on him. He wants to force somebody else to beat them. Guys?
Thanks so much, David.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Doris, do you think the Oklahoma City Thunder has the best young core in the NBA?
Well, they are absolutely. Now they've got a perennial MVP because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has inserted himself into the best player in the game conversation and a rising star in Chet Holmgren. Look out.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
Boy, no question, Evan Mobley is brimming with potential, and you love his attitude, his work ethic. This guy, the sky's the limit.
Now, here's Holmgren. He's given them a healthy dose of offense each and every night with an average of 20 points a game. Hartenstein with the screen for Wallace. Launches it, drills it from outside.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Here's Mitchell. He had 15 points last outing. Shot clock at 6. Garland kicks to Strus. Fires the 3. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Wallace. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And so Garland will bring it up for Cleveland. And it's Isaiah Hartenstein with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Mobley the pass to Mitchell. Jacks up a 3. Knocked loose. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Let's give it up for your Cavs powerhouse dance team.
Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. A lot of answers, but still a lot of questions for how the East is going to ultimately shake out this year. But right now, let's check out where the team stands. Taking a look at Cleveland, holding on to second spot in the conference. A great season for them so far.
Well, right now for the Cavaliers, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
Well, this is their goal. There's no doubt about that. For what many expected of them so far, they have not disappointed. There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Now, here's Mitchell. He has 7. Allen, a screen on Wallace. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Drills the three-pointer. Mitchell's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Cleveland.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Gilgeous-Alexander sets the screen for Wallace. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Wallace has got his second basket of the night. Now, Garland. Last game he had 34 points. Mitchell wide open. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Garland's got his third assist on the night. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Mitchell. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go.
And this quarter, he has cleared.
Garland attacking.
And now we get a chance to check in on Evan Mobley.
He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so, averaging about 18 points per, 12 rebounds, and almost 3 blocks. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it, to me, is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, Darius Garland is relatively new to this league, folks, but one thing we know unequivocally, he is so skilled offensively.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Dean Wade, he's checked in for Mobley. Okoro comes in for Max Strus. And it's Sam Merrill in for Mitchell. The Thunder also changing it up. Dort, he's checked in for Wiggins. Isaiah Joe comes in for Wallace. And it's Mitchell in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams against Wade. The tray. Cavaliers with the rebound. Allen's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pass to Garland. With the drive. Here's Merrill. They get it back. Now here's Okoro. Defended by Dort. A nice shot by Okoro.
This is something they could really use from Okoro, guys. Has to hit enough threes to help stretch that defense.
Mitchell finds Joe. Outside Williams. Will it go? And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Cavaliers.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
I think let's give them credit as well for the job they've done getting to the free throw line. It's been a huge factor for them.
He misses the free throw. Javonte Green, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Porter comes in for Garland.